Hello students, hope you all are fine. Today we are going to start science session 1, chapter number 9, salts. Class, what are salts? Salts are formed when any acid and alkali react with each other. They form salt. In this example, in this diagram, you can see HCl is acid. You can see hydrochloric acid. So the name of the acid is hydrochloric acid. And compound which have OH, these are known as base or alkali. Okay. Compound having H are known as acids, and compounds having OH are known as alkali. Okay. H and OH, these are ions. So we say that hydrogen ion and OH minus ion, hydroxide ions. Compounds having H plus ions are known as hydrochloric acid. Are known as hydrogen ion. Compounds having H plus ions are known as acids, and compounds having OH minus ions are known as base or alkali. When they react with each other, they form salts. Okay, the name of salts may be different and it depends upon the acid and base. Here you can see when HCl react with NaOH, we get salt, and the name of the salt is sodium chloride, and sodium chloride and other product is water. Okay, we gain two product here, salt and water, and the name of the salt is sodium chloride. Now the formula of sodium chloride is NaCl and the formula of water is H2O. Now sodium chloride generally we use in our home, okay, and we keep it in our homes on tables, so this is also known as table salt. Okay, so what did we discuss? A salt is made whenever an acid is neutralized by an alkali or a base. I told you what are alkali and base and what are acid. The name of salt made depends on the acid and the compound used to neutralize. Now salts have a wide variety of uses. Here you can see sodium chloride, copper sulphate, magnesium sulphate. Epsom salt is chemically known as magnesium sulphate, and Epsom salt is its general common name. And other salt you can see calcium chloride. Sodium chloride has formula NaCl, copper sulphate CuSO4, magnesium sulphate MgSO4, and calcium chloride having formula CaCl2. Now I told you that sodium chloride is often called table salt, and its most common use is to add taste to our food. Every day we use this salt in our food, in every food. Okay. Now copper sulphate is used for coloring glass among many other things, and the use of copper sulphate is that it is also used in laboratories. Okay, and it is used in laboratory to produce different chemical compounds. Magnesium chloride is useful for medication, and it is also used in laboratories to make different types of products and chemicals. Calcium chloride is used in cheese making, and it helps to maintain the levels of calcium, and it is also used in different types of chemical reactions in laboratory. So copper sulphate, sodium chloride also used in laboratory. Okay, so all these salts are used in laboratory also. Now about salts, most salts. Now what is the state of salt? So generally solids, they are present in solid form. Okay, they are solid, and the force of attraction between solid particles are strong. You know that the force of attraction is very high. They are strongly attached with each other. They have strong bonding. They have strong electrostatic force. So because solid have strong electrostatic force, so they have high melting and boiling points. Okay, and salt, those have water in it, so they form crystals, and this process is known as water of crystallization. Some salts contain a small amount of water and form crystals. The water contained in salt crystals is called water of crystallization. Now mostly salts are dissolved in water. For example, sodium chloride, copper sulphate, they dissolve in water. Okay, and few salts do not dissolve in water. For example, calcium chloride, they do not dissolve in water. Now let's see how can we name them. A salt is any compound formed by neutralizing an acid with an alkali. I told you that when acid react with alkali, they form salt and water. Okay, the name of a salt has two parts. The first part comes from the metal or metal oxide or metal carbonate with which an acid is reacting, and the second part comes from the acid itself. For example, nitric acid, the name of the acid is nitric acid. Okay, and the name of the salt will always ends with nitrate, and if we have acid with name hydrochloric acid, so it will produce salt which will end with chlorine or chloride. Sulfuric acid always produces salts that end in sulfates. Let's see, for example, we have calcium nitrate salts, so it means that we had nitric acid, and if we have nitric acid, we can gain the salt sodium nitrate and calcium nitrate, and if we have phosphoric acid, we will gain ammonium phosphate, and if we have sulfuric acid, we will get ammonium sulfate and potassium sulfate. Okay class, hope you understand this lecture. Read this topic carefully from chapter 120, page number 122 to 123, and solve these questions which are present on page number 123. You have to name 4 salts and one use of each, and you have to explain how these salts get their names and when is it useful to know the solubility of water.